Hello, my name is Fernando Cardona. I'm gonna be a student asked for a specific type of exercise. I'm just gonna go to his website, see if it appears, and basically you guys can get a feel of how I explain. Let's just see. Well, it's not appearing. You should hit the pause button every time you get a new exercise and try to do it. 9 exponent 2. Which of the following is not. So we're looking for not. It's gonna be A. 9 cubed would be 9 exponent 3. The square of 9, 9 squared, 9 to the second power are all synonyms. You're looking for the one that's not. So you should hit the pause button and try to do it. Oh, well, here we actually have an exercise similar to what she asked me for. Not exactly what she asked me for. Because it says bigger, greater, or equal to, you could, let's just do it the traditional way, and let's see if the other one appears soon. So when you want to solve for x, you should do the opposite of what you're seeing. If you want to eliminate the 9, you should subtract 9 on both sides, because the opposite of adding is subtracting. You do the opposite on both sides, and 23 minus 9, you could do like this: 10, 11, 12, 13, 4. So that would be x greater or equal to 14. So that's x greater or equal to 14. That's going to be A. Let's see if well, here we have exactly the same exercise. Well, here we could do the thing that she was asking me for. 3 plus x, 3 plus x. Normally, I would do this method with equal signs, but in this obvious reason, you could look, because it has less or equal to, and you could just plug in the number 9. This is you could look at number 9 is one of the options, and you can plug it in, and then it would give you 3 plus 9 is 12. 12 is less or equal to 2. It's actually to 12. It's actually equal to 12. So that is true, and because that is true, your answer would be 9. That's kind of what she was asking me for. Let's just see if I get a harder one, because they're very simple. Which of the following is not a composite number? So this is actually important. Composite is actually the weird way of saying it. Normally people are going to talk about prime and not prime. Not prime would be what they refer to as composite. So the easiest way is to just list some examples. 3 is prime because 3 times 1 is 3. 4 is not prime or composite. It would be composite because 2 times 2 is 4. Basically because there is another number that creates 4 besides 4 times 1, then that's what would be not prime or composite. 5 is prime, because the only way you get there is 5 times 1. It's actually divisible by 5 and 1. Those are the only two factors it has. But 7 is also prime. 9 is not prime, because 9, besides 9 times 1, you have 3 times 3. So basically you get an idea of what's prime and what's not prime. So they're looking for not a composite. If you're looking for not composite, then you're actually looking for prime. That's actually what they're asking for. So here we know that 4 is going to be a composite because we already listed it here. So that doesn't work. And 20 doesn't work either, because 2 times 10 generates 20, and besides 20 divided by 20 times 1, 2 times 10 also generates it, so that would make it a composite. And then you have 17, so the answer would be 17, because the only way you get to 17 is 17 times 1. Those are the only two factors it has. 69, you could think of it's divisible by 3. 69 is divisible by 3. 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 3. So actually 3 times 23 generates 69. 23, sorry, 23. So that will make it a composite, and you're looking for not composite. You're looking for primes. The only prime number there is 17. Long time explaining that. Hope you guys understood it. Let's see if if these horizontal lines are parallel, what is the value of angle n? So I always like to draw it just to get the flow of it. They're asking for this, and they're giving me this. So actually the opposite one's going to be 45. The adjacent one is going to create a supplement, 180 angle. So you just have to see how much is left there. 5, 3, 1, 135. Yeah, 135. So the opposite is 135, and then you can just take all this and just write it in the corresponding angles. This 45 falls here, so this would be 45 actually, and this would be 135, and this would be 135, so that would be 45. I don't think I'm gonna get to the one that she asked me for. 5 out of 5, we got them all right. Just one more round. Oh man, not getting to the one that she wants. Is this video, I don't know if it's becoming too long. 9x5 plus x2 divided by x2. So this actually, I don't think it's gonna come with the ASVAB, but we could just we can factor it. The 9 doesn't have a factor. Well, the 9 would stay as a 9, and these x2 and x5 have common factor x2, and here would be left the 9, and then to create the x5 you would have to put an x3. Basically, x2 times 9 is 9x2, but when you multiply x exponent 2 by x exponent 2 would create your x exponent 5. And here you would have to put a 1, because basically this times this is going to generate this, and then this times this is going to generate this. Not very important for the ASVAB, if you ask me. These two cancel, and then your answer would be this. If you didn't understand it, not very common in the ASVAB. 9x3 plus 1. I don't think this is very common. Yes, you have to know distributive property, but not that way they asked it. A circle has a radius of 8 inches. What is the approximate circumference? So if you have a circle with a radius of 8 inches and they ask for circumference, the formula is 2 pi r, and you just substitute 8 here, and then you would actually multiply 2 times 8 times pi. That would be 16 pi. Let's look at the answers, and you would actually have to multiply 3.14 times 16. Remember, because pi is approximately 3.14, because the answers are so distant, I can be less sophisticated and probably just use 16 times 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1, 4. It's going to be a little bit larger than 48. A little bit larger than 48 is 50.27. Because the answers are so distant, you can be less precise and still get the correct answer. If you multiply by 3.14, you get the exact closer answer, but we just want to do the question and get it right. So that'd be letter A. I should cut this video. This is almost the same exercise, but now they ask me for area. You have a circle with radius 3, and they're asking for area. The formula of area is pi r exponent 2. So here we substitute a 3, and you would have 3 times 3 is 3 exponent 2 times pi. That would be 3 times 3, that's 9 pi. And then the same thing, we look at the answers. They're a little bit closer, but still far. So I can use 3 instead of 3.14. You could use 3.14. I'm a little bit lazier there. 9 times 3 is 27. It's a little bit larger than 27. And the answer will be 28.27. There are the steps. Let's just keep moving. I just want to see if I get that exercise I was looking for. Apparently not getting it. When I explain to my students, I go a little bit slower, so don't get worried. Which of the following is a similarity between equilateral and isosceles triangles? Equilateral have all the sides the same. Isosceles has 2 sides the same. Both have 3 angles and equal measurement with equal measurements. No. Both have 3 sides with equal measurement with equal length. No. Both contain right angles. Not necessarily. Both have at least 2 sides with equal length. Oh, that's a Merry Christmas. That's an easy one. Okay, this is the last one. Whatever comes is the last one. What is the greatest common factor of 64 and 24? So you have 64 and you have 24, and you're looking for the greatest common factor. Don't miss. Some people confuse this with multiples. It's not the same thing, a multiple and a factor. We just list out the factors. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 8 is 64. And I don't think 24 is a common factor. So Here you could have more factors, 6 times 4, 24 times 1. And over here, well, I don't think 24 is going to apply. 24 is not going to apply. So here they have 16. 16 is not a factor of 24. So that would be 8. 8 is the greatest common factor there is. So basically that's it. Yeah. So let's just end the video. If you're interested in help passing the ASVAB and getting a good score, you can contact me. Basically, I do any exercise you want me to do, any book you have, any doubt you have, anything you need. I'm the one who's going to help you. I can also help you in paragraph, electronic information, assembling objects, whatever you need help with. I'm the man. Well, so take care.